So today we are going to make pie shells. So to start off, you'll need 1 egg, 1 tablespoon of vinegar, and a cup of water. So first, you'll crack your egg. Now you'll get your 1 tablespoon of vinegar. Now you'll add water up to the 1 cup line. And now you're just going to mix it all together. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take your mixture and you're going to put it in the freezer for it to chill. So now what you're going to do is you're going to put in 5½ cups of flour, there's 5. Now we're going to do a half. Now that we have our 5½ cups, now that we have our 5½ cups of flour, going to put 2 tablespoons of salt. Now after we're done adding our salt, I'm going to add 1 pound, just 1 pound shortening. So now that we have added all of our ingredients, you will mix it until it starts to resemble coarse oatmeal. So I forgot to mention that, so when you're mixing, you always need to scrape your utensil because you do not want to get clumps. So now I will go get the egg, vinegar, and water mixture from our freezer. And you want to take it, give it a little stir. Just give it a nice little stir. And you want to add about half. You don't want to add the whole thing. You just want to add about half. about half. Okay. So now we will add, you just want to give it a little stir. You just want to stir it. And if you need more, you can add more. You don't want to add it all, you want to add little bits at a time. And eventually, you just want to mix it. That's looking beautiful. Okay, so now you want to add a bit more of your mixture. Okay, now you mix more. Get all the dry stuff in there. And when you feel it starting to get thicker, that's when you know that it's coming together nicely. So now, just gonna go in with my hands here. You wanna go from under and pull up. So it gets in there nicely. I will add after a bit more. Yeah, you just want to go under the batter, and you want to go under the dough and just smack it over. So now, just gonna add a tiny amount, not a lot, the tiniest amount. That's good. That's good. So now you want to take it and you want to get it from under and up. Going with your knuckles a bit. Under and up. Okay, now we're gonna add we're gonna go under and. So now that my mixture is mixed, you will want to try and make at least 6 balls. So, don't have to be exact. You want to take a bit more. And you want to just, so this is good, right here. So you want to move your mixture over and just rest this one right there, because he is done. And you want to take a bit more. You just want to do a circle formation and you're good. Move that over. Put that there. Okay. So now that we have our 6 balls formed, so we save our bread bags. So now what you're gonna do is you're gonna open it up. You're gonna cut right down the side. You're gonna cut this right down the side until you get it open. Then I will tell you what to do next. that we have our side cut, we will cut right down the bottom so it's nice and open. So now that we have a couple bread bags cut up, we are going to take one of our, we're gonna put that there. We're gonna take our other bread and we're just gonna press it down lightly with our hands. Then when that's done, you wanna flip it over. You wanna do the same thing with the other side. So the reason why we use bread bags is there's just the tiniest bit left from the bread. There's oil on it, and that lets us not, that tells us that we don't need to use flour because it won't stick. Okay, so now we have that. I'm gonna get our rolling pin. We're just gonna lightly just press it down. Then when we're done the other one side, you're gonna flip it over and you're gonna do the other side. Okay, now we're gonna flip it over. So now that our dough is almost done, you want it pretty, not that thin, but you want it big enough to fit in our pie bowl. So you're just gonna still spread it out here. Now, what we're gonna do is, because of the oil, it will peel off very easy. Do this side. So, just want to peel it lightly. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this, gonna put it right in the center. And we're gonna put it over and we're gonna flip it. Oh my God. Okay, let's lift this up. Okay, so now, just gonna go under. We're just gonna flip it right over. Okay. So now, just wanna kind of pack it in there. Okay, now, we're gonna take off the bread thing. Just gonna take it off lightly. Okay. So now that we have our pie dough on our bowl, you're just gonna go on the edge. You're just gonna peel off. Just gonna peel off all of the extra dough, and it'll make it look a lot cleaner. Okay, so now, just gonna take that off. So, if your dough, you will want to put it in the fridge for 5 to 10 minutes. And if your dough is not sticky, then you can just follow on with the next step.